Here today for Monday, May 20th goes to Sean Combs. Not just Sean Combs, but the bad boy is the staff, record label, and mother effing crew, because y'all been enabling this kind of behavior for a long time. Okay, he's not sorry. He's sorry that video leaked. And he's sorry he got caught. See, up until that video being released, Sean Combs was denying everything. You would still be lying to us right now if it was no video.
I didn't think I was going to ever see a video like this.
I heard abuse whispers. So
Really?
I was thinking, yeah.
I heard gay. I'd never heard porn.
I always heard gay.
Gay nonstop. And that was enough.
Girl.
Get in here. Get in here. 'Cause it looks like Beyonce is not the innocent girl that we thought she was, because she just got exposed for allegedly ordering Jay-Z to unalive his infamous pregnant mistress, Kathy White. All this comes after Jaguar Wright's recent interview, where she went in on Beyonce and spilled the tea about what Beyonce and Jay did to Kathy. According to Jaguar, not only did Beyonce make Jay take Kathy out, but she allegedly took out the baby Kathy was carrying before taking her out, and that baby is none other than Blue Ivy. Yeah. Why, all heard that right. Apparently, Beyonce faked her pregnancy while Kathy was carrying Blue, and as soon as it was time for Kathy to push that baby out, Jay unalived Kathy and handed the baby over to Beyonce. Child, this is some sort of demonic mess. Jaguar is not letting up on Beyonce, and she even came through with receipts to prove what she was saying, 'cause she knew folks would call her crazy before, even hearing what she had to say. Let's get right into this mess, because there's a lot to get into here. Okay. So for those of y'all who don't know who Kathy was, she was Jay-Z's alleged mistress, and she died just a few days after it was reported she was about to go public with her relationship with Jay. All this came to light.
And yeah, she got fired for putting that out there. Like,
do you think that Diddy held on to the gay rumors so that people didn't know what he really was?
Yeah.
ooh.
Because that's the perfect smokescreen. You'd rather people think you're gay than beat women.
And by the way, here's the wild thing: we still don't know what Diddy is.
I mean, we
That's
know
the thing.
little.
We know little. We know bits and pieces.
Yeah.
This shit might be deeper than rap. We don't know. Like, this might be a whole rabbit hole. You might be like, oh shit.
But seeing this video.
That's what I was trying to get at this whole time.
Okay,
that is the wildest story that came out of a lot of this shit. And nobody gives a
Wait, what story? What story?
Pull it up, Mark. I don't even want to repeat it. Oh. Pull it up. This shit sounds so crazy. Type in his name and Diddy.
But this is why I believe all the Cassie allegations because of this video. Because she describes this, what happened
word
to the T.
Oh,
so now it's like, I believe everything she said.
Yeah, 1000%.
I'm not,
This is horrifying.
Also, Diddy's bullshit, while you're getting that, Diddy's bullshit ass excuse, like how he couldn't mention Cassie's name in the apology. There's no rule you can't apologize.
Whatever. Oh, I'm not laughing at that.
No,
I'm laughing at this shit. I'm laughing at this shit that Marcus.
Yeah, also, you called her a liar like 3 days ago.
Yeah, like get the fuck out.
Said she was looking after for a quick buck. You're a fucking scumbag. And maybe it's more triggering for me because whatever, but like that shit, I was
Why
like,
is it triggering for you?
I grew up in a house, and I didn't see that ever, but I grew up in a house where there was abuse. So it was like, you watch that, and this is way more extreme than anything I saw. Like, she's trying to sneak out of the fucking room. He's dragging her by the hair. Not gonna pimp my struggle. I didn't see anything like that. But watching that is like, yo, fuck this guy forever.
Did you ever try to intervene?
Yeah, I did one time.
You got your ass kicked?
No, we didn't do anything. I just stood in his way, and I didn't say a word. I didn't even look at him, which I'm kind of like, I just got in his way, and I remember thinking, if this goes down, this goes down.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
I remember I was reading Will Smith's book, and he always said he felt bad because he never intervened. So that was like, he said he felt like a coward.
Yeah.
You know, he never intervened. Watching his mother go through the abuse from his father. But I think he said his brother did. So a lot of that just makes you kind of think about everything that happened, everything that transpired with the slap and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like after why
I'm gonna stand up for myself finally.
You didn't play the clip?
I'm trying to find it.
It was right there. I saw it.
Oh, really?
Go back to the hip hop DX one. This is wild, bro.
I didn't see this shit.
Yeah, this is crazy.
This was wild. Like, I'm like, this is how you know too much is going on. This shit is, it's wild but hilarious.
Keep it a buck. No, that's why a lot of people are quiet.
And I was those 5 or 6. How many? The first one was the worst one, and then the other ones I left early. Okay, so the worst one was Carl Winslow, I'm guessing? Yeah.
So you just busting the door, you didn't hear?
No, because you know how I like to joke and play and stuff. So a nigga don't give a fuck. So I'm just hearing like all this shit. I'm like, oh, somebody wearing this bitch out on the crib. So I go busting the door. I look up, I see Carl Winslow. I'm like, so like this is crazy.
Wow.
Oh, crap.
You know, I think of Carl Wentz, I think of the cop on somebody down here, but you just can't picture that big ass nigga bent over.
Why is that not being talked about more?
Son.
Like, yo.
I used to hear Carl Winslow's gay rumors too, and then when you rewatch, he's a little risky with the acting.
But watching, yo, what type of madman are you? You're watching Family Matters, and you like, yo,
I need that.
I gotta get that. I gotta Carl Winslow.
Yeah.
Like when the very popular journalist, Liz Cronin, jumped on Twitter to expose Jay for being behind Kathy's death. What made this allegation even more disturbing is that, back in 2017, she had put up a tweet accusing him of taking Kathy out, but nobody took her seriously at the time. When Kanye West says Jay-Z has, I believe he's talking about the people who took out Kathy White. Please, don't send him at my head, just call me. Mind you, Liz made this tweet all the way back in 2017, when nobody had any reason to think Jay was out here taking folks' lives. However, after what Diddy did was exposed, she came back out and accused Jay once again of having a hand in Kathy's death. She quoted her first tweet and said, "Note the day. Hey Jay-Z, I was the reporter who talked to your alleged mistress right before she died. SL was deleted. I know everything. I know what you did. Go F yourself. Your time is coming. Maybe you and Diddy can share a prison cell together. Justice is coming." She added, "It's only a matter of time before spirit cooking Jay-Z is exposed like Diddy. There's a reason Kanye said Jay got murderers. I would know. He's evil to the core. I pray there will be justice for Kathy White one day. These false idols will continue to fall, mark my words." After Liz put all this out there, people started digging to find out just how far this entire thing goes. Not only that, but at the time of Kathy's death, it was reported that she died from a brain aneurysm. But from everything that Liz said, it looks like it was just a cover-up. Jay paid the pathologist to make it up, so it looks like the real cause of Kathy's death won't be revealed. People even found this since deleted article that the popular blogger Hollywood Street King made back in the day, and he spilled some major tea. He pretty much made this case his mission, and even went as far as speaking to some of the feds who were in charge of investigating Kathy's death decrees to get the information about what really happened. Hollywood Street King was actually the one who broke the story about Kathy and Jay's affair, so this was very personal to him, and he did not hold back. The article read, "Yesterday, I got the news that Kathy Michelle White had suddenly passed away. So I quickly began my investigation, and guess what? Kathy did not die from a brain aneurysm as reported widely around the internet today. According to a NIP detective who told me, Kathy's cause of death is uncertain, and later today, we will have the autopsy and toxicology reports. Right now, the death is considered suspicious. Kathy White died exactly 1 year to the day from when I broke the story of Jay-Z's affair." He added, "A 911 call came in from an apartment on 130 West 19th Street in Manhattan. An ambulance came and took Kathy because she was sick. They took her to Beth Israel Hospital, and that's where she expired. It was too early to be speculating aneurysm. They will be doing an autopsy today to check out her cause of death, but someone might have given Kathy a bad dose. They'll do a toxicology, and we'll have to wait 2 weeks for that report." 2 weeks prior to her death, Kathy was contacted by a major tabloid that was investigating the Jay-Z connection. She gave them little information to go on, but according to one of our sources, following her conversation with the tabloid, she called Jay and told him that she was going to go public with their affair for a price. This all happened in the last 2 weeks. Then, a little more than 48 hours after the announcement that Beyonce was pregnant with Jay-Z's baby, this young lady suddenly dies under suspicious circumstances. He also added, "These photos of Claudia Jordan and Kathy cutting it up with Jay in the club just months before her death. Apparently, Kathy was best friends with Claudia, and it was actually Claudia who introduced Kathy to Jay." Unfortunately, Hollywood Street King wasn't able to go any further with this investigation, but Jaguar Wright stepped into the chat a few months ago, and she lit this whole thing on fire with some new information. She first spoke about this when she went live on IG, and said that Kathy did not die from a brain aneurysm, and that she was brutally removed from her home. She flat out accused Jay and Beyonce of being responsible for this, and said Kathy spent her last minutes screaming for her life. Jaguar also claims the reason why Jay took Kathy out is because Beyonce was jealous, and if he wasn't going to take Kathy out, then Beyonce was going to take matters into her own hands and do it herself. Kathy White's life was taken unfairly. She actually died screaming, and the Carters are responsible, but one of them is just a little more responsible than the other. The question is, did Sean Carter delete his pregnant mistress because his wife was jealous? Or could it be possible that maybe his wife's temper is just a little worse than most people think? And maybe he just had to clean it up to protect the brand. I mean, I'm just speculating. Oh, but she wasn't done. Jaguar later appeared in another interview, and this time she went into more details about what happened, including how Beyonce allegedly faked her pregnancy and stole Kathy's unborn baby out of her womb before taking her out. Apparently, Blue Ivy is actually the baby that Kathy was carrying before Jay took her out. Jaguar also slammed Claudia Jordan for staying quiet about all this, even though she knows that Jay was the one who was responsible for what happened. Think about Claudia Jordan right now. Claudia Jordan, don't ever mention my mother's name. She mentioned it yesterday, talking about why people are afraid to come forward. You mean like you? You was Diddy's girl. Corey was Jay-Z's girl. Why don't you claim your friend? So Jaguar, would you say when I say Corey, I'm talking about Kathy White? Oh yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Jay-Z's pregnant mistress, who died of an imaginary
YouTube, or they knew there was going to ever be social media, a lot of the stuff probably wouldn't have got played out like it did. But things happen, and these are just stories from the past. I would like to use that as, what you call that, just to clear the facts up what's going on. But it all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff, and he's in exotic bookstores, and he's doing shopping, right? He's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, you know, this is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that, because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and, you know, show everybody what he's getting. So as he going, I'm just looking at the places where he picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side, and then he picked like quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there, and it said butt plugs, and I was like, hey yo, I was messing with him. Because people don't understand, you know, we was like friends. He was a part of the same gang, so I'm still gonna tease him. I'm still gonna mess with him and everything like that. I could do that. It wasn't just no security thing. So I say, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said butt plugs, and he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you could do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. So when he got I just waited at the counter. So when he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like, he gave the guy a stack, something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s and nothing like that. And I mean, like, he just said, boom. And we walked out the store. So we had to leave Atlanta and go to North Carolina for a show. You understand? And it was him, this rapper, Sarah, and this other girl. We all got on a G5 jet, and we flew to G4 jet, and we flew to North Carolina. So later on that, I think that afternoon, same day, this rapper and him, they all in the room together. You know, it's Sarah, the girl, Puff, and this dude, this rapper. So I'm hearing at the door and stuff like that, like, yeah. So then next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door, and the dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? And he said, Ja Rule. I said, well, he busy right now. He said, he busy doing what? I said, he with Puff. They're in the room, they busy, they don't want to be bothered. He said, well, I'm going in there. I said, bruh, you ain't going in there, because he told me they don't want nobody to be bothering them. And he was like, yo, I don't care, man. I'm going in there. That bull like that. I said, yo, bruh, Jesus Christ had to come down here and take the air out of my body before you get in that room right there. Watch. He tried to bum rush me. I grabbed his and threw him against the piano. When I threw him into the piano, Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, Gene, that's my cousin. He know me well. And Puff was like, yo, Gene, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. And he was like, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room because there's a lot of freaky going on. So I was like, oh, he said it was a lot of freaky going on. So that was basically that story, man. You know what I'm saying? They went back in the room. Dude felt a certain kind of way, and he left out. So I seen them at the concert the next day, and they tried to, form up against me. But my man Frank was like, I told my man Frank, I was like, yo, Frank, put yourself in that position. Somebody trying to get in the room, and Ja told you don't let nobody get in the room. What would you do? Now, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, man, but I ain't taking no losses. He said, yo, you good, and that was it. Bro, when Ja said, you don't want to come up in there, a lot of freaky stuff is going on. You got to use your mind. What they was doing with those butt plugs.
Right. Yeah, that was great.
Reassign him to another case. Where the F do you go when you get fed over by the industry? Nowhere. That's where you go. Nowhere. Which is where people like me step in. You're right. I go to Diddy's parties to walk motherfuckers out. Cuz ain't nobody stopping me when I come. Weirdo, I don't give a feff what you got in your head. Neuralink, you'll never outthink me. Ever all I do is frustrate your AI. You can't quantify me. You can't even control your wife. You gonna handle a beef like me? You can't even control that goofy a BH. You should have done a better job. Maybe she wouldn't have had to lose her mind on Kathy. Cuz you ain't protecting her. You're protecting you. You're protecting her. Wonder why. Child, these are some very wild allegations that Jaguar just made. But if it's one thing we should know by now, Jaguar has never told a lie a day in her life. Folks called her crazy before all this Diddy mess came up too, only for her to have been proven right in the end. As usual, people had their own thoughts about this, like this person who said, I found Kathy's obituary online. She's buried where my family stays at in Virginia. RIP says that she's a publicist and fitness expert. The fact that her presence can't be found anywhere on social media is telling. Somebody wanted her erased from existence. Claudia Jordan is not crazy. She keeps that mouth closed because she doesn't want a similar fate. Another person said, I remember buying a magazine with Kathy White's face on the cover years ago. The article talked about her and Jay-Z having a long-term relationship. She had been dealing with Jay-Z way before he got with Beyonce. The article also stated that Beyonce had called Kathy White days before her death and threatened her. Then, all of a sudden, she mysteriously dies. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Kathy's mysterious death? And do y'all think Beyonce and Jay really had a hand in her death? I all know what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.